Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Buhari kicks against foreign medical treatment, written by Wale Odunsi. President Muhammadu Buhari Thursday in Daura, Katsina State, said Nigeria must reduce dependence on medical treatment abroad. He, however, assured that the efforts by the federal government will be redoubled to improve health facilities, equipment, and services in the country. The president spoke at the commissioning ceremony of Nigeria Air Force Reference Hospital in Daura. He said the federal government had, in the last 4 years, invested resources in the health sector with increased budgetary allocation of moving from 259 billion naira in 2015 to over 340 billion naira in 2018. Accordingly, significant strides have been made to life expectancy and reduced some of the killer disease associated with child and maternity mortality to less than 70 deaths per 100,000 live births by the year 2030, as planned in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Despite this, more efforts are needed to fully eradicate a wide range of diseases and many persistent and emerging health issues in our society, he said. President Buhari said dependence on foreign countries for medical treatment can be reduced by turning around the health sector in the country, noting that health services in the rural areas deserved more attention. To achieve this, we must now redouble efforts to focus on providing more efficient funding of the health sector, improve sanitation and hygiene, and increase access to medical care in the rural areas in order to save lives of millions of Nigerians. There is therefore no more auspicious time to commission this reference hospital than now, he added. President Muhammadu Buhari commended the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, for situating the reference hospital with the state-of-art medical equipment for radiodiagnosis, cancer screening, dialysis, laboratory diagnosis and research in Daura to serve the aligning states and communities. The hospital will minimize the need for people in the area to travel to Kano, Kaduna, Abuja, or even overseas to receive medical treatment. I urge you to maintain the highest standard and quality of services the military is known for in attending to patients and the host community. Maintenance is central to efficiency and satisfactory service delivery, the president said. Yes, guy, you have really heard about this whole thing from the president, what he said when he visited Daura. I think see Castina speaking uh, on many issues, and it's still when he's in Daura that he's still talking about uh, not a giving forest to all these imported goods or foreign foods, and now he's still talking about a health sector. One thing I just believe is that um most times that government says something, it's just like a kind of rhetoric. They just say things that people really want to hear, and people want to, people have been talking about. But at the end of the day, do they take more action in most of all of these things compared to what they say they have spent, from 2015? They're talking about 259 billion naira in 2015. That was what they budgeted for. Another thing is that, okay, you budgeted for this money. How did you carry out the inspection of how this money was really spent, if at all it was really spent? Or could it be that they just budgeted for it? Was the fund released? That is another question. Because the reason why we are asking this question is that if really the funds were released accordingly and they monitor it to the last and see that the money really, did, or the money, actually went or gone through where it ought to get to, I think we would have seen all of those things. Some people were like, oh, most times government, they will just say some things that they want to say, but most of the things they talk about, you don't even see them in reality. And again, our hospitals are dilapidated. Most of our hospitals, all these general hospitals, all these institution hospitals, they are dilapidated. People complain here and there. I've seen a lot of people that they will go to hospital, the general hospital, which is the government hospital. Once they get there, most of them, they don't see bed. It's something that we have experienced. It's something that we have seen. It's not something that somebody will just tell you. And most of you that are even listening, you must have gotten that experience in one way or the other. You will get to the government hospital, there is no bed. They will tell you to go home, or some will even lie on the floor because they can't even go back. It's really, really appalling. Now the money they budgeted, whether it was really released, that is another question, because you cannot just be quoting figures compared to what we see on ground, compared to what people experience on ground. We are not seeing all of those things. And they said this achievement that this government they talk about is something that you hear, but you can't feel it, you can't see it, you can't touch it. Like I always say, there is no government that does not do one or two things, but the degree, the percentage of which they carry out all these projects, it is what we are talking about. When you are being scored, given to your scorecard from 1 to 10, how can you rate them in what they have done? Most of the time, they don't even do more than 2%. They don't even do to, when you rate it from 1 to 10, it's not going to be more than 2 or 2, yes, maybe 3. And those are the things that they will be telling you they pride themselves on. And one thing again is that once they budget for a lot of things, for a lot of projects, how do they carry it to the letter to make sure that, people of dubious character will not hijack all of those things on the way? They just leave everything, because we've budgeted, maybe paraventure, they release the money. Do you really go about the execution of the project, or how the money really got to the last person that will carry out that project? That is another thing. They just leave everything because the money is not coming out from their pocket. A typical example is what the president's wife said the other time. The money budgeted for all this social intervention, for social investment, they didn't get them, and they quote billions and trillions of naira, budgeted for all these projects. Yes, she said it, and nobody came and debunk what she said, apart from the woman that is in charge of this SIP, social investment program, that came out that the president's wife does not have knowledge of what she said. And nobody could really, if it were to be from if the statement came from opposition, you see the way the presidency would have attacked the person. They couldn't say much, because that is the reality. Of course, we know that oppositions at times, they really try to play opposition game. People don't tend to listen to them because they were like, oh, because you didn't win election, that is why you are pained, that is why you are making such statements. But most of the things they talk at times, they are really things that we experienced. They are the things that are really before us. So they don't just make up things. Because of course, if you make up things, if the opposition make up things, of course they are going to be their integrity will be at stake. So most of the things they talk at times, most of them are true, but the president, the government of the day try to water it down, that it's not so, that they are just being jealous, they are just being whatever. So the president's wife said the same thing, that all the money budgeted for all of those things, where are they? That she can't see them. The presidency never said anything about what she said. So those are the things we are talking about. Now the president is saying they have budgeted so amounts between 2015 and now, and 2018, it's doubled. And you can't see the improvement in all our hospitals. And again, coming to the fact that, okay, it will reduce going abroad. If really we have spent such an amount of money, then why is it that our president always find pleasure to go to UK to go and treat himself? Any little thing, he goes there. Even medical tourism, he says he's going to the UK. Is it not an embarrassment to the country? So at times, even when the president is talking, you will just be imagining that, does this man really know, the gravity of some of the statements he makes? It will reduce this in, and the same, before you know it, if people start quoting what he said now, that it will reduce people traveling abroad for medical treatment, they will come and tell you, they will try to twist it that he never said so. And these are the things that he said before coming in. Those are the rhetorics that they sold to Nigerians, that government officials will not be traveling to to foreign countries for treatment. But at the end of the day, they said he didn't say so. He didn't say so. Even if he didn't say so, we talk about change. And the change we are talking about is to eradicate all of those abnormalities, everything that gives us embarrassment. They will tell you, yeah, it's corruption. And since he came in, the level of corruption has reduced, or the way he's fighting corruption. But there are a lot of things. It's one of those things. There are a lot of things that is causing an embarrassment to us as a country. When you see your president going abroad for treatment, we don't even have a world standard hospital that even your president can stay. And for 4 years now, he didn't say anything about all of those things. Now he's talking about he's commissioning a hospital that the Air Force or whatever they built in Daura. That is what he's just talking about. I see on his own that he really wants to, okay, these are the areas I really want to work on. If he know that he went there for commission, he wouldn't have made mention of that. So that should have been one of his priorities, because he has been going abroad for treatment. If it is only that one that is going to do for Nigerians, so that even people that do not have money, or who do not have that finance to go abroad to go and receive treatment, why going there in the first place? They will stay back. They will tell you buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria, but it's a different thing. Now they are talking about on how not to give a foreign exchange to all these imported goods. They will tell you that we need to grow ourselves, we need to produce. But no, you cannot talk about that. You need to really stay back at home and you to receive treatment in Nigeria. That is what we are talking about. You are saying, people are not saying, oh, it is the elite, people that can afford those, what is it called? People that can really afford all these imported foods. Those are the people that are going against the policy. Okay, now, why is it that the government, even the president, has not banned or give directive that no government official should go abroad for treatment? That is one of the things that we know that they are really serious. There was a time when the thing was just, it was the rave of the moment in 2016, 2017. Oh, buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria. Buy Nigeria, grow Nigeria. But most of them, they don't do it. Even to the extent of taking their children abroad to go and school. Yet their children cannot even school in Nigeria environment, in Nigerian schools. Yet they don't. How many percentage do they really budget for educational sector, for health sector? According to the UN has already said that, for a country that will grow, you need a number of percentage of, of your budget that you need to really, assign to all those sectors. How many of the percentage have they really assigned to all those sectors that we are talking about, health sector, education sector? No. Now they will be telling you, it is just like do what I say, don't do what I do. You do different things. You have to live by example. If the president can compel himself to take treatment in Nigeria, of course they will fortify all of those things. They will fortify all our hospitals. So guys, that is just my opinion concerning what he has said. They've budgeted so amounts in 2015 and 2018. Can you really, guys, feel the improvement in our health sector according to what the president said? We live in different parts of the country. Maybe in your area, you can tell us your experience about all these government hospitals. Maybe at least you have that experience. Maybe if your friends or whatever. Please, we need to know if really the budget or the amount the president quoted is reflected, or is reflecting on all of those things he said. We would like you guys to put down your comments in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening. Bye.